Red Music proudly presents the classic Fairytales DVD collection. It comes with 5 different titles to inspire your children's imagination. Now please sit back and enjoy the trailer.
Near to the king's castle was a big, dark forest, and under an old lime tree in the forest was a pond. One day, the princess's golden ball did not fall into the little hand which she was holding up for it, but onto the ground beyond, and rolled straight into the water. She began to cry, and she cried louder and louder. Suddenly, a voice said,
"Why are you crying, princess?"
She looked around to the side from where the voice came and saw a frog stretching its big, ugly head from the water. "Hello, old frog," she said. "I am crying for my golden ball, which has fallen into the pond."
"Be quiet and do not cry,"
answered the frog. "Oh yes," she said. "I promise you all you wish, if you will just bring me my ball back."
"Because you promised the frog to be his friend, you have to do it. Go and let him in."
She was very angry and took him up and threw him as hard as she could against the wall. And when he fell down, he was no frog, but a prince with kind and beautiful eyes. Then he told her how he had been turned into a frog by a wicked witch. A long time ago, at the bottom of the sea, lived the Sea King and his people. They were all mermaids. The Sea King had 6 beautiful princesses, but the youngest was the prettiest of them all. Her name was Ariel. The little mermaid always wanted to know about faraway places and what was outside of the sea. She loved to hear her mother tell her stories about people who had legs and lived on the land. She was not allowed to go far from her home, but she always wished that one day she could go to the top of the sea and see for herself. One day, the little mermaid was playing outside with some fish. She saw the sun for the first time, and the blue sky and the clouds. She thought it was beautiful. She saw birds in the sky too, and a ship with many sailors on it. Ariel swam near to the ship and saw a handsome prince. She followed the ship to watch the prince, who looked very kind and friendly. She wanted to talk to him, but she knew she was not allowed to talk to people. Suddenly, it began to rain. The waves on the sea got bigger and bigger, and the wind got stronger and stronger. The sky was dark, and the sailors in the boat were scared. It was very cold and almost night time on the last evening of the old year, and the snow was falling fast. In the cold and the darkness, a poor little girl with no warm clothes or even shoes walked through the street. She had on a pair of slippers when she left her home, but they were not very good. They were too big. They were her mother's slippers. Then she saw a star fall, leaving behind it a bright streak of fire.
"Someone is dying,"
thought the little girl, for her old grandmother, the only one who had ever loved her and who was now dead, had told her that when a star falls, a soul was going up to God. She again rubbed another match on the wall, and the light shone around her.
Grandmother,
cried the little one.
take me with you.